think where's the emergency tissue for the sneeze? Why am I sneezing? I'm sneezing because I am a little bit sick, and because I'm a little bit sick, bear with me on this one. Um, so I'm awake. As we know, I tend to do my lives late in the evening because I have time and I'm either going to stare into space or be on my phone or stare more into space. And this is an easy, more productive way to do that. So anyway, and I want to do this one on something called Don't Hold Back. And Don't Hold Back came from a few different things. I'm a very intuitive person, and what I do is I do things from intuition, from what comes through me, what's called for me, all these things. And don't hold back came. Sorry, maybe belching a lot today. Don't hold back came, it's kind of been something that like I've journeyed with a lot over my life, but in 2025, over the year 2024 to 2025, I realized I would hold back a lot of my potential for multiple reasons. I'll talk about them in a minute. And in 2025, I realize now as I'm talking, I'm actually not going to be able to talk for long because I am feeling great. But in 2025, I wrote a post earlier on this year on my social media, like kind of made a statement image of like my 2025 message or something to myself is, my mantra or whatever you want to call those is don't hold back. And basically that was the message to myself to remember, what has that served you till now, why you've done it till now, and why not to do it anymore. And so in the reflection of that in these months or in this year, which we're going into our 8th month already, which is more than half the year, really up until April, I would have, inverted commas, still not been really out of myself because I was still in recovery mode. But since April, so I would say April, May, June, July. So for me, it's 3 months of actively being, my full self as much as I could be, and more so in the recent weeks because I have been more active or more energy and just coming into full health, which takes time. And what I've seen is in situations, in situations where I would actually feel not maybe inferior or afraid to express fully through dance, song, voice, words, many, 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 many different things, actions, stepping forward. I may not step forward because of things like triggering other people, making other people inferior, aware that if I do that, those people often become very uncomfortable with me. I might lose friendships through that. I look like I'm showing off. I'm this, I'm that, I'm other. Maybe they don't think I'm good, so I shouldn't do it because it's not really their thing, but it's my thing, and basically a lot of noise, a lot of noise, and oh God, this is the one thing about YouTube: you get the funniest and randomest messages. Yes, like this one. Do you like Satan? I'm a satanic messenger. Brilliant. So basically, don't hold back. Don't hold back is so powerful because for me, it's like this click button that comes in and it's like, actually, this is the moment. Don't hold back. And I've just been really stepping out of where isn't really my comfort zone because I'm actually really comfortable on stage or in front of people doing a thing. It's just this area where I kind of noticed that I don't put myself out there. And I've really noticed that I've been doing that lately. And it's just felt really good because it's like I'm not like hiding bits of me just because other people are going to get really bothered by it. Because I've realized along the way is that people get bothered by me anyway along the way, and I'm only like reducing myself to suit the people around me, which means that I shouldn't be around those people. So it actually works out really good. Thank you. You're saying it's great. Um, it actually works out really good if I don't hold back, then the people around me either go, wow, I love that. I want to be around this more. Or they actually say, oh my God, I'm totally triggered. And they run the other direction, which is great, which is better for me, you know? Um, so I basically really, 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 really I'm encouraging that. And I think that this is a really big one for women, but I think it's all bodies really. But like for women specifically, stepping out. And I'm gonna say for Irish women specifically stepping out, because we're a very suppressed culture, and obviously I'm a liberator by nature. One of my archetypes is actually liberator. So it's very easy for me to be a very liberating person and liberating others and helping people to be liberated. This is why this is my work. Is like I believe in liberation. And that's in all the forms, mentally, physically, um, spiritually. And don't hold back really means like, don't hold back on anything or everything. Like obviously there's an area where we'd say don't hold back on say for example like bad things like hurting people or abusing people. Like there's stuff like if you have issues you need to deal with them. So like don't hold back means like on showing your gifts of um of say art, or and it's obviously not about like doing things that are going to really be inappropriate times or doing things that are like it's all environmental orientated and your surroundings. Like there's so many things to consider, and that's just a learning in itself. But realistically, realistically, um we are really, 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 really. It's funny. This person here. Hello. I think your name's Carlo. Okay, English speaking good woman. Nice to meet you. Bye. And it's funny because I'm speaking English, and it really makes sad even to see the word English, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not an English person. I'm an Irish person. So I'm just gonna put this out there as a little trigger warning for myself, because it does trigger me a lot. And more in the recent years. And I have many friends that speaking are English or speak English. But it's really triggered me. It's like I am not English and I speak English, and it really annoys me. It really annoys me. And it's been a big thing for me. And as much as I speak some Oscuelga, I am not fluent. And even if I was fluent, I wouldn't be able to speak just Oscuelga, because I live in a country where we have been colonialized, um, and we speak English here. So it's a total F up. But anyway, so this is what I'm talking about. Don't hold back. So like coming back to myself, where I grew up, which is here in Ireland, in Cork, um, you know, like I look at like how I grew up, who I grew up around, my family. I grow like, for me, my work is very ancestral work. It's about the lineage. It's also about the what's around me, the medicine of the Celtic lands or our lands, and many, 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 many more things, including the people around us, our community. And the one big thing that, don't hold back is like, is not, is expressing through an opinion, you know. And before I would have opinions, and yes, I don't express every opinion in every circumstance, but I've realized over time it's like opinions, expressions, like things that can really affect change. Like we need rebellion now. We don't need people to be passive. We need truth. We need actual people that have wisdom and truth to come forward. We don't need people that want to pretend they have truth or pretend they have wisdom, because that is not truth, and that is going to actually create more chaos. We need people to be more truth telling, and that goes for people that are wiser and older than me, that have more truth, so they can tell me, like, you don't have the truth, and I can tell them, well, this is my truth, and then we can have an argument. But if there's been nothing said, nothing occurs, so no one kind of gets whipped into shape, like, realistically. And that's just like how old communities will work. We had, natural eldership, and we just don't have that here anymore. But we're trying to make our new communities. And I think some of us definitely respect elders and respect that. And I also feel we have to respect the younger generations, because they're coming with this new wild energy, and just fueled with this totally different perspective. So, like, both have value, but not one is better than the other. It's a really big thing. So when I come back to, don't hold back, it's for me, it's been an amazing mantra for me this year, because over my years, the more I've kind of been shinier, the more I've maybe been going into the wrong spaces and really triggering people and really bringing the worst out of people, and being like, what's wrong with me? It's a very classic ADHD symptom of being like, have I done something wrong? I have done something wrong. I am bad in neurodiverse kind of situation. And so, and it's not something that has left me completely. Um, like, if I walk on a bug on the road, it was my fault. I killed it. It wasn't like the bug got in my way. Of course, it didn't get in my way. I did kill it. Like, I did kill it. I could be more conscious and avoid the bug. So that's how my brain works. And then it works like that around a lot of things, which isn't the best. I understand, but it is who I am, and it is how I move forward through the world. So, anyway, yes. So I want to try and finish this up, because it feels like there's a lot in there about don't hold back. Um, don't hold back. Yeah, and I understand there is people out there, and you're not holding back, and I think it's great. You're out there, you're full power. This is all I have. This is what I'm giving, and I think it's great. Whereas I'm not that person. I don't have all my art out in the world. I don't have all my music out in the world. I don't have all my uh, magic out in the world. I don't have loads of things out in the world. Like, there's there's loads of things that haven't really got out in the world because of a lot of holding back. And it's not necessarily like getting out on social media, because if anything, I'm a little bit more on social media than I am in the real world in some ways. And there's a reason for it. It's because it's like, well, you know, it's kind of easier to me to kind of be morphed out there than it is to be in a community where in real time people get real triggered. It's a bit different. Whereas people can get triggered by me on social media and be on their own and get triggered. It's like not really kind of it doesn't really fall into my lap the way it does in real time. So that's also very interesting. um yep, burps. So don't hold back. I think last year or the year before was like trust trust thyself or something. That was like the thing, and now it's like don't hold back. So my trust and the intuition, and now don't hold back. It's like, and they go weave into hand in hand. I'm gonna leave you here. Talk to you soon. Slánta. Bye.